here to inspire. I'm here to motivate. I'm here to make you feel better in life and to get ways to feel happier, because I believe that nobody wants to live a boring life, a life that you really wish that you were not born. So stay with me, follow up my videos, and you'll be happy. Hi viewer, I hope all is well on your side. It's a bit cold on my side, but it's okay. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. In my previous video, I had promised some more attitude diseases, and today I have gathered several that I'm going to talk about. One of them being neglect. When you neglect something for like a week, you'll end up repairing it for like a year or so, and even more. The damage that you'll cause in that little thing will lead you into putting a lot for you to getting it back together. In my field of work, we talk about you'll rather resuscitate and struggle to resuscitate than wait for the patient to die for you to resurrect, because resurrecting will be next to impossible. So in your life, it's either you inspire or you'll despair. So if you choose to inspire, know that there are consequences coming with it. Know that there's some struggle. And if you choose to despair, the same thing. There are consequences that come with it. So always be ready. Avoid these attitude diseases. That is one of them. Neglect. Always feel strong. Anything you start, it's hard to maintain, but be strong. You can rest a bit. It is okay to rest. But if you decide to rest forever, it will cause a lot of damage, either to your future or something that you needed to move on. The second attitude problem is worrying. It is said that we worry too much over nothing. Sometimes we worry of some fears that we are not sure what will happen. When you worry too much, it mostly affects your body. You become so stressed. It affects your body. It affects your physical, biological, psychological growth. In that you find yourself sometimes getting diseases, real-time diseases, chronic diseases. We're talking of hypertension, ulcers, because you use up a lot of things in your body that act negatively, which cause you diseases. What happens in that we worry too much? Maybe something is making you not comfortable. You can avoid worrying by just like shifting your mind, looking for something that can occupy you, to shift your mind away from that thing that is stressing you up. It is said that when you get busy, you don't really think of the difficulties or the problems that you have. Therefore, you end up getting motivated. Worry is something that has affected many, and it has caused real-time diseases that have made people lose their lives. So it is good that you avoid worrying too much. A little bit worrying is okay, and it's natural. I mean, it's okay not to be okay, but it shouldn't take you a lot while. You should be able to control your worries. You should be able to limit your worries in that it doesn't really affect you so much. Procrastination is another attitude diseases. I think I talked about it some time back in one of my full videos. And procrastination, if you get actually, we don't have 1,000 years for us to live. So if you keep on delaying and delaying over starting something or initiating something, then time is going. And know that in life there are stages. You'll grow up from childhood to adolescence to adult, and then at one time you'll get old. You don't expect to do the things that you were supposed to do in adolescence, you don't expect to do them in old age. So whatever stage that you are in, make sure that you are able to utilize it. When you set your goals, make sure that you start them off and pick yourself up and grow with them. When that stage will be over, then you'll move to the next stage. So don't keep on postponing things. Don't keep on looking like you have tomorrow. Treat it like it is now and never. And in that way, you'll be able to avoid procrastination, which will help you prevent these attitude problems. Another attitude disease is self-judgment. How do you look upon yourself? How do you look at yourself? When you think about yourself, what do you think you can achieve? Where do you think you can reach? God created you in a very special way. You are very different from any other person. There's none like you. So it's good for you to look at yourself at a better position. Look at yourself like you can be able to manage something. You can achieve something in life. Avoid looking down upon yourself. So many times we've done something and you ask yourself, was that really me? Did I do it really? So sometimes we look at ourselves so down that we assume at that level and we don't take any step to move on and be better in life. So once you just look at yourself, you judge yourself positively, then you're good to go. If you look at yourself like you can achieve something, you're so good to go. It's just you to gain the courage and start and be better. Not feeling safe is another disease problem. Attitude disease, I mean. There's sometimes back, people used to not want to work with the non-government organizations simply because they usually have a short contract and they would think that they are not safe because when the contract ends, they will not get a job. Their job will be done. But when you start looking at that, then you'll not progress. That is a disease on itself. It means that you will really look for that permanent job and you might not get. So not feeling safe is something that can really take you back. These are people who will fear getting married or marrying because they think that their spouse can end up maybe divorcing them, or they can steal for them, or they can do something that is negative. So when you're not feeling safe, in this world, there's nothing that is safe. Everything is just a risk. As I said previously in one of my videos, everything is a risk. So if you can't feel safe, then you will not progress. It's just you to take the courage and do what you have to do. Understand that you are safe. Stop living from your ego. Don't feel that you can't just do anything. Start understanding that you're safe. When you understand that you're safe, you will be able to move on quite well. Beliefs is another attitude disease that can really take us behind. When you believe that there's nothing good that can come out from you, like maybe you think there's nothing good that can come out of your family. Maybe you believe that there's a lot of witchcraft in your family and that you can't even build maybe a permanent house. I remember sometimes back, people will not build a permanent house in our village with the belief that once they build a permanent house, they're gonna be killed. But you see, you realize that at the moment, there are so many people who have built permanent houses and they haven't died. So sometimes we tend to carry those inherited beliefs which take us so much behind. They make us believe that we cannot succeed. So we tend to live an average life, a life where you want to pretend to everyone that you are not anywhere better. So even if it's promotions, you will not struggle to get promotions. You will just want to be low. You just want to be there. You don't want to be seen like you have progressed in life, because you have some fears that are not even worthy. And these beliefs really make us go back in our life. That is a disease that really kills a lot of us. And we can really avoid it by just believing that those beliefs cannot work onto us. By praying, by believing that God is able to move us around and protect us in any way. The last attitude disease that I'll talk about today is envy. There are people who tend to really look at others' blessings and count on them instead of looking at their own blessing. You want to see like, hey, so and so is doing better than me. Why should it be them and not me? You don't know that God has created you in a special way. You don't know that maybe you have something special that they do not have that can make you progress. So instead of looking at others' blessings, can you look at your own blessing? Be a blessing instead. It's usually in a state of mind. It's in our mind that somebody else is blessed more than us. Yet, when you count our blessings, you might even realize that your blessings are even more than the other person. Everyone goes through a lot. Everyone goes through different things. And sometimes these people that you see very successful, when they tell you their story, you might be surprised and be like, hey, it's better. I'm even better off. I thought you are so much successful. I thought you are better off, but I think I am better off. So instead of looking at other people's blessings, look at your own blessings and dwell on your blessings. Ask for more blessings. Try to be better. Improve your attitude. Be positive and stop being envious. It is a very good way to be happy. Celebrate your colleagues. Celebrate your friends. Celebrate any other person's success. And know that when they climb up, you will be the next one climbing up, because there's a space that has been created for you to move up. And you will be happy. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. It has been my pleasure. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Help me grow. And there's a way that God will help you grow by supporting me. Just by a subscription. It's totally free. Like my videos. Comment. If you want me to talk about anything, please let me know. It helps me get more information and get acquainted to some of these things that I might not know or other people might not know. Have a nice time. Thank you so much.